Hello, this is Greg at Reserve My Court, and today I want to show you a new upgrade we've just made to the website, and I think you're going to really like it. So what we've done is made some changes to this dashboard, which is the opening page that you come to as a user. And what you're looking at now is kind of our old one, the one that you've been seeing for a long time, where your reservations are shown. There's a to-do list area and there's upcoming clinics. And we've kept these same areas, but just kind of improved the look and feel to kind of make it easier to distinguish your individual reservations. So this is the old style. Each individual reservation shown and wait list was kind of grayed out and said on wait list. But what you're going to see now is this look. So your reservations are still here, your clinics are still here. Uh, Reservations that are in green are obviously active, good reservations, and those that are in red are going to be for the wait list. And all the same information is there. Same thing on clinics. I'm just showing a single clinic participation here, but if it was one that you were on the wait list for, in a similar way, it would also show in red. So that's the way that's going to show. Your wait list is still here, or I'm sorry, your to-do list is still here if you have any of those items that you need to clean up for the software to handle all of its functions. And then you're also going to have this new section called My Club Info. If you're only connected to one club, like most folks, it's only going to show you the one club. But if you're connected to multiple clubs, each of those clubs would show here. You can slide through them with these little buttons here, or you can also grab and go left and right on that. And underneath here now, we're going to have some links for you. One is to get to an information page about the club, which includes the address, the club name, and also the administrator's contact information. And then also any news stories. And this is what I think you're going to be most interested in as an administrator. You can now add news stories. The title of that story will show up here. And this is only going to show the first three that you want to show just because of limited space. But the user can click any of these or click the view all club news as well. All these are kind of going to take them to the same location. And that location is now underneath the club name and its club info. So I'll click on one just so you'll see. It's going to take me to that page. And it's specifically going to go ahead and open up that particular story. Um, but here's the club information we were talking about. Obviously, if you have the logo uploaded, you're going to see that, the name of the club and the address, and then the administrators will be listed here. And if you've got multiple administrators, those will all end up being listed here. And then, and now over here under club news, you can see each individual story. And you just want to see that story. Your user would just click view story or hide story, however they want to do it. So now I want to show you this page from an admin perspective. It's in the same location, but there's a few things that you'll have the ability to do here that a normal user would not. First of all, you can use these arrows to put these stories in a different order. So if you want something, to be moved to the top, all you have to do is click the arrow, and now I moved it all the way to the top. You'll notice when I start rearranging them, this button pops up that says Save Story Order. So once you get this in the final order you want, you will need to click that button, and that's going to save that order, and there you're all set. You can, of course, also add a new story. So if you click Add a Story, you'll get this option here, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. And then if you view a story, and you'll also have these buttons at the bottom of that story to edit and delete that story. So if I want to delete this story, I can just hit delete and say delete, and now that story is going to be gone. And if you want to edit a story, just say, okay, I want to edit this, and give that a second to load up again, sorry. And just edit story. And now you see the story here. So now that we're on this page, I'll show you, obviously you're able to just type in here, you put the title of your story here, and then you can type whatever you want in here. And in here, you've got some flexibility to insert some formatting and so forth. So if you wanted to, change something in here to a different color font, you could do that. If you wanted it to be bold, you could do that. If you wanted a different type of font, that's an option for you. One thing you may want to do is the font size. So you've got these to pick from, extra large. You can also create one that's custom. So you can do that. And I kind of like this icon thing as well, these emojis. So you can insert these just like I've done here. Oops. Um, and so you can pick from the list here what you want. And again, with these, once you've selected something, you know, you can change whatever the size. This is already set to a large size here, but let's move it to small. Or you can go in and say, okay, I want a custom size, and I'm going to make it 100 px and confirm that. So there's how you do that. A couple of other things you can do here. So if you have like an email address or something, or a link you want to put into your website, you can do that as well. So if you say, okay, go to this web address, and what you'd want to do is insert a link here. So I'm going to highlight this, and then I'm going to insert a link. And of course, in this case, the link is the same as what I typed in there, and confirm that. And now if someone clicks this link, it'll take them to that site. If it's an email address, I'm not, this is something you may not be familiar with, but if you said, email me at greg@reservemycourt.com, and the link for that, when you create that type of link, that link is mail to :space and then where you want it to go. And so what that's going to do is if a user clicks that, if they've got an some email software on their computer like Outlook or something, it'll automatically open that up and put that email address in there. If they don't have that, if they use something like Gmail or whatever to handle the email, they'll just have to copy and paste that into their program to handle that. So once you've got this done, and there's other things in here you can play around with. I will show you this one other thing. Let's say you want to insert an image here. Now, you can't embed the actual image, but if you have a link to an image. So for example, I'll pull this over. I just went on the internet, and you may have this stored you could have this image stored somewhere. I just happened to look up an image for Pete Sampras and said, hey, show me this image in its own browser. So I'm going to copy that link there, and I'm going to put it right there, and then I'm going to confirm that, and here it is, bang. And I can resize that if I want, however I want to do it by just grabbing that little box or that little corner handle there. Once I'm done, update that story, and that's going to save all of that. And I think it was this one that I was doing. Nope, I guess it was this one. So there it is. So you can see now all of that stuff I put in there now shows up. And so you can see, at least on my screen, some of the regular text is kind of small. So you might want to just, as a habit, make your text bigger when you create these stories. If you're not happy with it, go back and edit it, and you can do that. Okay, so that's stories and how you rearrange them. And again, if you rearrange them, the saved story order becomes available to you. Um, and Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that we're rolling out new. If you have any questions about this, as always, please give me a call or write. And my email address is greg, Greg, @reservemycourt.com. Thanks so much.